Welcome to Stock Talk. This is Joe Scott. Hope you had a good start to the week in trading. We started out pretty good, but boy, last Friday was a tough one as far as our Novavax goes. As you recall, the last video, I had made a video after earnings, and that was Thursday evening, and Novavax actually jumped up to 260 and then dropped like a rock after the earnings call. And then Friday it continued to drop. It was just a bad day for Novavax. We had sold a lot of it, so that was good. And then it got down to, I think it closed somewhere around 189, 189, really close to 190 on Friday. So it was a bad day for Friday. But we'd had a really good week, so ended up the week pretty good last week. Was just kind of curious about what was going to happen today. Woke up this morning before the market opened, and I peeked at the pre-market and saw that Novavax was up $6, $7, $8, and thought, well, maybe it's going to be a good day. So ended up being a good day for Novavax. We actually started adding back again. We did add some Friday as well. I started buying at 204, and I also bought at 193. Okay, so 204 and 193 is where I bought Friday. And then today we started buying again, and we bought from 198 to 204 today. So got a good bit of shares again. That's what we wanted to do, and we had a really good day even after we bought. So that's always fun when you get the buys right. So we're going to take a look at that portfolio, see what happened today. We did have a good day for Bitcoin as well. Bitcoin has been on a tear here over the weekend, and so that's really made the MSTR go up, but we're not holding any of that. But we are holding HUT Mining, and HUT was having a good day, and I noticed that my IRAs had an imbalance as far as one IRA had a certain amount of shares and the other IRA had a certain amount of shares, and they were not balanced. So I'd like to keep those two IRAs balanced as far as my holdings go. So that's what we did. We added some HUT 8 in one of the IRAs today as well. So we'll talk about that as we look at the portfolio. So let's go ahead and jump over to our portfolio and take a look at that. So here's our portfolio. As you can see, we got a lot of green, all green as a matter of fact. You can see here Bitcoin had a really good day. I think it got all the way up to 46. Looks like 46.456. So that's a pretty good bit, and we like that because it drives not only our Bitcoin that we're holding, but this HUT right here. And you can see HUT did have a good day. It got all the way up to 670 today, and but it was up 8% on the close. Let's go ahead and take a look at that chart there. And you can see this is going to follow Bitcoin as well. It's a lot cheaper than the MSTR. If you want to play a Bitcoin in an IRA or something like that, this is kind of a proxy. You can see here it's gone from last 5 days, we're gone from 467 all the way up to 643. So that's a pretty good little gain right there in just 5 days. Let's go ahead and look at that month chart while we're here. So you got way back here, July the 20th, which is less than a month ago, it was 363. So you could have really loaded the boat right there and done real well. I don't know. I did add some, I guess, in that one IRA because I'm green on it in that IRA, but I'm still a little red on the other one. So I think I must have bought some shares one day in that IRA and not in the other. Maybe I missed a sale on that one and didn't realize it. But bottom line is it's still, I think, a pretty good buy. Look, the high for the year is $13. So I'm going to probably keep an eye on that real close. If it has a bad day, I may even add some more. So MSTR, man, this one was crazy this morning. I looked in the pre-market and it was up like 50 bucks. And it did get up there today. It got all the way up to 798. You can see it pulled back, 798, and it pulled back all the way to 767. But not sure why it pulled back so much, but it did. And but it's kind of out of my range right now. I don't really want to chase that one. I'd rather just add to my HUT stock right now. I'm not going to chase that one, but let's just take a look at that chart. You can see just a few days ago this was $613, and now we're at 767. Let's go ahead and take a look at the month chart. It's going to be, yeah, look at this, 485 just less than a month ago. 485, and look at this jump. That's awesome. That is an awesome little run that's had. I mean, it's going to follow the Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin has some terrible days, be looking at that one and HUT. Those are ones to get, good ones to get in. But I'm going to be doing that as well. That's why I want to keep them on our sheet here. For one thing, we're getting very narrow on what we're actually holding. Now, I do have a few other stocks in my portfolio, but these are the ones we've been tracking. Here's the main one. This has been the focus pretty much all year, is Novavax. You can see Novavax had a really good day, 213 here, but it did get all the way up almost to 217. Good volume. We got some really good volume at 9.4 million shares versus a normal 4.4 million shares. So that was good to see. I was concerned how far we were going to go. You can see the previous close here was 189.89, and the open was 192. So it was kind of touch and go there, and we did start buying today again. We bought today at 198. I wanted to make sure it was going to stay in the green before I started buying, and so it got up to 198, and I started buying around that area, and then I bought all the way up to 204. And if it gets back down to that 198, 204 range, you can believe I'm going to be loading up some more again. But we've got a good bit of shares, got a good stake, so we're pretty happy. We're in the green on what we're holding, especially in the cash account. So we're all good there. But let's just take a look at that chart. As you can see, this, look at that terrible drop right there. And really, it was nonsense why it dropped. It was all about this USA approval. I mean, yeah, that USA application for the FDA, and nobody expected that. I don't know anybody that was really expecting the USA. They did push it out to the fourth quarter. I don't even remember saying that one was going to be the third quarter, but whatever. It did get they did apply in India, Indonesia, and some others. So that's a pretty big deal. Also, I just think it's it was really a non-event, and for them to beat it down like that was just an opportunity. And you can see today it didn't do that. Now we're going to see what it's going to do tomorrow, but it held up really good today, and the volume never really slacked off. And you can see even in the after hours we're picking up a little bit again. Let's see here. Let's go. Yeah, there's your 5-day chart. I like what I'm seeing. Don't see any reason not to go. I want to show you something though, just kind of show you how these folks do things. Let me find that article. This one right here is just ridiculous. It's a motley fool. Is Novavax stock still a buy with its management's credibility crumbling? Now I know on the message boards they like to beat up on Stan, but the credibility is not really crumbling. I mean, this is all new as far as getting this production and all the things they're doing. I mean, it's no easy task here. So I just don't that kind of title there is just, to me, that's just the big boys trying to drive it down and keep it down so they can buy it up or either cover shorts or whatever. But it's just a game. This whole stock market's a game, and you just got to know how to play it, and you got to really, you can look at these articles and everything, but take them with a grain of salt. A lot of them will give you some decent information, but you really got to just, you got to listen to these conference calls when they have them. That's probably the best place to be plugged into when they have these conference calls and things like that. And you get on these message boards. There are some people on these message boards that really know their business, and there's a lot of them that are just a bunch of knuckleheads. And you can tell by their post, but it's you can get good information all about, but you got to be able to decipher the good from the bad, and you really got to watch these articles and those headlines, because a lot of times if you'll go dig into it and read a headline like that, it won't even be as bad as the headline is. So it's just something they try to do sometimes just to hold the price down or knock it down. So, and believe me, I'm not just making this up. I've been doing this since 1999. I've seen it 100 times, and there's definitely some crooked stuff that goes on in the market. But you just got to know how to know when they're doing that kind of stuff, which is all the time. So let's don't worry about that. We're gonna pay attention. We know what's happening with that one. There's some good news right around the corner. Many catalysts possibly this month, and especially by the quarter, and also by the end of the fourth quarter. So I don't see anything but good things for Novavax in the future. And now what I will start doing on this one, let's talk about that for a second. We've traded this one a lot, and we'd like to trade this one. And what I'll probably start doing is start peeling some of this off, possibly around that 232 range again, or that 240 range. I'll start selling some shares, and then that 260 range, I'll be selling some shares as well, probably. And then I'll try to ride some of this. I want to be able to ride some of it to 300 or to the new all-time high. That would be awesome if I could do that. It takes a lot of patience to get to that high though, because when you're up 20, 30% on a stock or something like that, it's hard to sit there and hold it. But we have made a good bit on this one, so it wouldn't kill us if we missed an opportunity and it came back down a little bit. But I sure do like taking the money when it's there. But we'll see how that goes. I'll play it by ear. It just kind of matters what other stocks are doing and that kind of thing as well. So all good on Novavax. We got even Tilray was up today, even Tilray. So that's a little bit of gain there. Not much to look at there. Tilray's just kind of been out of the favor here. You can see the low volume here. Nothing really going on. I know I've been getting a lot of stuff in the mail about the meeting they're having, and even getting some phone calls and things like that. I don't even really haven't even been paying attention to what the meetings are about or anything. So I'm just really not focused on that one right now because it really is not doing anything. And those meetings, I don't feel like I can, even my vote would matter. So a lot of folks feel different about that, but I just feel like us little retail investors, our votes really don't matter. It's usually a lot, these big companies, institutions that hold these millions and millions of shares. That's what really matters. So don't even worry about those. I mean, I don't. I mean, you can do what you want, but I feel like it's not any it's not going to add value of any kind. Nikola was up. We'd like to see that one. That one's been bleeding, bleeding, bleeding. And I think it's the first green day in a long time. Well, let's see here. That's a 5-day, so maybe it did start to go up a little bit Friday, but it had a good day today. So we'll take any kind of good day we can get on that one. It's been beat up. I mean, it's terrible. But a good day for the portfolio. As you can see, it's all green. You can see what the markets did here. The NASDAQ was just barely green, and the Dow and the S&Ps were down a little bit. But, they were up good. Oil's up around $67. So, but we had a good day. We love to start the week with days like this. And we were able to add to Novavax at a much cheaper price than we unloaded last week, so that's all good. Anytime you can do that, anytime you can buy in a lot lower than what you paid out, because we did sell all the way from about 231 to 260 last week, so that's good. Other than that, we'll be watching Novavax real close. If it gets back down again to that 198, 204, we'll be adding some more probably. We'll just have to play it by ear when we get there. Hopefully we don't. I'd like to see it keep going up. Got plenty of shares. As far as the portfolio goes, we are 56% cash after today's spending. So we didn't spend a ton of money, but we're still sitting good on the cash. And did get that hut today. at 638. We bought some of that to even up the other ones. I bought that at 638. So other than that, we're going to just kind of see if we can start unloading some of this Novavax before the week's over with. If it keeps going up, that news could come out anytime, and just watch for a pop if it does. I don't expect any bad news, but bad news could always come out as well. So either way, that's what it's going to impact it, and so we'll be watching for that. But really good volume today. What you got to be concerned about is when the volume falls off and there's, it kind of loses its steam. But today it recovered real well with the volume, so I was happy to see that. But anyway, I hope you have a great rest of your week on trading. If I don't see you anytime soon, I'll see you Friday after the market closes, hopefully. And if I don't get it there on Friday, it'd be sometime on the weekend. But most time I can get here on Friday as well. All right, so have a great rest of your week in trading, and good luck to you. Thanks.